Gold Nugget Series, we're going to talk about using your favorites when it comes to making your offensive call sheet. Now, I said call sheet, right? You might be thinking, what do you mean? Well, as you know, most NFL coaches use a call sheet, and it's kind of similar to looking at your concepts, plays by concept, plays by play type. The sheet is usually organized by situations, okay? So what I like to do when I call my offensive plays, just like I do on defense, I talked about this last year, is to pretty much group them together by situation so that when the situation arises, I can find them quickly. So the way I like to start, and I'll go through it very quickly here with you, this isn't exactly my playbook, but it's kind of a little bit of what I like to do. I usually start off with screenplays on third and long, okay? Again, I'm going backwards in my thought process, kind of reverse engineering, because whatever you put in your favorite list actually builds up, and then it builds like a tower, okay? So whatever is the last play you pick will be at the top of that list. So I'll save the first and second down plays, the core run and pass plays, to the end of this video, because technically that will be the beginning of my list, if that makes sense. So at the bottom of my list, the way I like to organize it, and you could do it however way you want, is to put your third down plays. And to me, I think about third and extra long, and one of my ways that I like to game plan for that is to call screenplays, okay? So I'm going to go and I'm going to use the concepts here just so that it's easier for me to find plays as I talk to you, but you guys can use formation, you can find whatever you want. Go and find the screenplays that you might want to use. Okay, so I'm going to take the first one here, gun empty tray stack jailbreak screen, and what I'm going to do is double tap the corresponding icon with that play. So all I did was double tap X. I'll do it again. Double tap X, and you see the little heart, red and white heart that pops up right there. That means now it's part of your favorites. To get rid of it, double tap it again. All right. And what that does is now when you come over to your favorite section of your playbook, you will see the play. Okay. And so all you have to do is double tap to add and remove with the corresponding icon. So you guys probably know that. And now we can go a little bit faster. So now I'm going to choose another screenplay that I might want to run. Let's say a halfback screen, right? And then I'm going to probably, let's say from how I would do my book is I'm going to pick a draw play. Okay. So now I have my three third and long, extra long, kind of what I would call give up football, meaning like we're going to throw something behind the line of scrimmage, we're going to run a draw, catch people off guard, maybe we might be able to crease somebody for yards. Third and long plays, okay? So that's now at the bottom of what I would call my tower of my call sheet. Now let's jump into some third and extra long plays that I might run. Okay, I'm probably just going to jump into concept here because it's a little bit easier just to find the plays. But let's say I want to run a vertical concept, right? So I'm just going to pick out plays, and this is now where you get to have fun. Pick out the plays that you like to run, right? I'm going to call for verticals from there. I'm going to look for maybe a flood concept, right? Let's just say I like the sail play here, and then let's just say I want to run a dagger, right? A deep dagger play. Everybody loves the gun bunch Y-flex dagger. Okay, so now, and whatever the last play you put in will be the first play that shows up. You know what I'm saying? So dagger was the last play that I put in. You see how now it's at the top of the list. Sail, verticals, and then below it I have those plays that we first put in. So the tower is building, and I'm going through situations, and however many plays you want for a situation, you can choose. Personally, I like to group my stuff up by threes, so I'll pick like 3 vertical plays. Not that I'm going to call all of them, but I like to have them in my little call sheet so that maybe one game I go down the left side of the list, the next game I go down the middle. So, it kind of makes me so that I'm calling the same concepts, but it's out of different formations. Maybe during that game you want to call it twice, right? You want to maybe not call the exact same play, you just want to change the formation. So you can kind of work it out that way, use your mind, however it hits your brain, and just go from there. Let's say now it's third and medium, I want to call some plays that I might like on third and medium. Who doesn't like a little bit of a snug concept here, a little pivot dig action, right? Good old, let's go back to, let's see a bunch play that people might want to run. Doesn't really matter. You know, you can put in run plays here, but I'm thinking more passing plays right now. Let's go spot and go. Let's catch somebody off guard, right? And then you can jump into whatever formation, whatever play you might like. Let's go Z spot. Okay, so this is like third and medium, third and somewhere in my mind, I think third and medium is like third and 3 to 5. Sorry, probably third and 4 to about third and 6. Okay, and then long yardage to me is third and 7 plus. But you can, you can do whatever you want, however it hits your brain, as I like to say. All right, now going through it, top of the book shows my third and medium plays, my third and long plays are here, and then I have my run plays, right? My give up football. Now let's go third and short. Let's say I want to run stretch out of 2 and tight end. I might want to run a single back version of the same play. Let's go with stretch here out of ace pair, right? And let's just go with normal I formation, Texas. All right, so now I have these 3 concepts. I'm going to use them on third and short. Now, again, this is kind of like whatever you decide are your favorite plays. I think by this time of year, it's a good time to talk about this because you pretty much have an identity. You have plays that you trust. And people can come back and now look at your plays. Some people might say, well, why do you want to do this? Because now I can go watch a game and find out what Geronimo's favorite plays are on third down. I don't care. I really don't. You can you can go and study this, take the time. Most people won't. But as long as I'm balanced with what I do, so I'm not just running every time I run I formation pro on third and 2, it's always the same play. As long as there's something to keep people off balance, you will be successful. In real life, there are lots of people who get paid to break down to know exactly what play is coming. If you know people are studying you, I've done this before. There are specific people that I know in my main league watches my games, and they know my tendencies. It makes it so easy when I play them because I will just not run those plays. I will run the complement off of that play. You know what I'm saying? I might even come out here and call I formation pro Texas. Everybody knows I run this on third and 2, right? Then what I'm going to do is what? I'm going to call a totally different play. I'm going to audible into a dig pattern or something else. They're going to be covering the middle of the field short. I'm going to throw something over the top deep, right? So that's a little bit of just a way to think about things. You can always take it to the next level when it comes to game planning. But what's more important is that you have your favorite sheet here for you to be concise, to be able to pick plays quickly, not to have to be able to fumble through all these formations and sit there forever. And the game goes by so much faster, and it's so much more enjoyable for your opponent that they don't have to wait to 20 seconds on the play clock every single time just because you're trying to mix your stuff up, okay? You can mix your stuff up through this, okay? Again, we're using an NFL style approach. So I gave you the third downs, right? I won't spend a lot of time on the rest of it because it's really just basic, but I usually go to red zone next, okay? Then I get into some beaters. So I like to have like 3 plays for each coverage that I think is probably like tough to beat. So like quarters match, I'm a quarters match person. I like to teach it, so I know people are going to run it when I play them. I like to have some plays that give that coverage trouble, okay? Maybe cover 1, covers 2 man. You know, these are coverages that a lot of people are running. I have in my main playbook at least like 6 to 12 plays that are man beaters. Plays that guys get good separation. I have to do it because everybody is so man heavy. If I don't have that and I'm just trying to be running the same core concept plays that may not be great against man, I'm going to get my butt whooped. Okay, so let's jump into now how teams might organize their first and second down core pass plays. What's your identity, right? Me, outside zone, inside zone, split inside zone. That's my identity, okay? So at the top of my book, I'm probably going to have those run plays. Then I'm going to have some play actions that work off of those run plays. And then beneath that, I'm going to have my drop back concepts that I like to run. That are my identity plays where I want to mix in some drop back plays, you know, whatever it is. If you're a stick guy, drive guy concept, you like high lows, I'll group them together, okay? And then beneath that, I usually have some sort of like, got to get back into the flow of the game type of plays. It might be a screen. I'm struggling, my quarterback's struggling. I need to get the ball out of his hand quick. Something easy, a jet pass, an RPO play. Okay, so that's pretty much how I would do it. So I'm going to quickly kind of just run through this real quick. Let's just go through, again, I'm working like a tower, so I'm in the middle of the tower right now. I'm just going to pick, a few RPO plays that I might like there, okay? And maybe a couple read option plays too. Let's say my quarterback is a runner, right? So I'm still in the option part of the playbook. Then let's go to some more screens, right? This is part of the book I said where I need to get my quarterback going. You know what I'm saying? He's struggling. All right, so I'm going to go with some screens. Let me not do this RPO screen one. Hold up. Let me do more of just the generic screens off the play action. All right, 2-minute warning. Don't worry about that. I just have the game in the background with no clock, no play clock on, so I can just go through this quickly. But okay, so I think I got those 3 in there. So right now I have my play action plays, some read option plays, and then some, you can put them in any order you want, right? That's kind of what I would consider, I need to get the ball. I need to get myself going. I'm struggling with my core offense, or I'm mixing these things here and there just to give my quarterback an easy down, okay? Give my team an easy down, in my opinion. Now let's get into maybe the drop back plays, right? So whatever you want to do, whatever your favorite concept is. I usually like to group them in pairs of 3s. So let's say I am a drive guy. I'm really not a drive guy, but I'm pretty sure I have enough drives in here. I'm going to take, and this happens sometimes, I'm glad it did. I'm going to take 3 drives and put them in a row, right? Let me just get out of this. Sometimes if you don't double click fast enough, or you do it too fast, you would triple click, okay? So when that happens, the play might have been selected, added to the favorites, or maybe not. All right, so steal a drive was added. I was continuing down the line, and I didn't get a chance to add the other ones. All right, so now I have 3 drive plays here, right? So let's just say this is my core offense, my identity plays. I like these 3 plays. I now can run drive 3 times in a game. I can find it pretty quickly, 3 different formations, and go from there, okay? Now, continuing on, let's just add another concept. Let's say, I wouldn't suggest to do this, but let's say you're a stick guy. I know a lot of guys in my main league who love running stick, right? So I'm going to call 3 sticks here. Again, you don't have to be 3 plays. You can only have 1 if you want, but whatever your favorites are, whatever plays you're comfortable with, however you want to build your core offense, you put them here, okay? Now, let's look at some good old play action plays, right? So I'm going to go in here. Again, you can make this as long as you want. You can make it as short as you want, right? My fault. Let me get the play actions. All right, so you're just going to jump in here. I don't think the play actions, actually, this part of the book is not that well organized. But let's do it like this. Let's go with boot play action plays. Let's just say this is what I want to do, because I have a quarterback that can move. All right, so I'm going to choose a gun boot. Again, I'm going backwards in my mind because I know when it hits the screen, the last play that I pick is going to be the first play. So my 3rd play is going to be the gun play. Then I'm going to have, let's say, 2x2 under center. And then I'll have a deuce close, 2x2 snug. So I have a spread and a snug. Okay, so when I look at my favorites, I'm looking at it. I have my 3 play actions here, all off of that counter or like that inside zone split look. So now I can just jump back in. I can find these 3 formations here. This is how I would do it. I would find the exact same formation and run, let's say we run counter off of this one. I'll come back in here, I'll find the double wide close, I'll run the inside split off of that one, and then I'll go find the, where is it at? Deuce close, right? And again, I'll run inside zone split there, all right? So now my core plays, right? So these are 3 running plays that I'm gonna run throughout the game, and I have the play actions right behind it, corresponding with the formation right beneath it. I have 3 drop back plays there, 1 concept, 3 drop back plays here, another concept. I have my gotta get my quarterback going, some easy throws, some little good old read option because my quarterback can run, and then end it off here with a little bit of RPO football. So that's about what, 6-7 lines of base plays. Usually my playbooks when I do this are in between like 90 to 100 plays of my favorite plays, which is, again, coming from a custom book right now, which has about close to 400 plays. But these are the plays that I'm going to run most often, and these are the situational plays I have underneath it. So build your book, right? Understand how it works, how it goes. You put it in. The last play goes at the top. It goes from right to left as you go through the screen. And also, here's a tip that is probably really important. I might get some comments on this later on. If you're using custom books, you can jump in and out of your different custom books. You can change them pregame, all that stuff. Your favorites will not get affected, okay? They will stay there. As long as the play is in your playbook, it will show up. If the play is not in your playbook, it won't show up, obviously. But the order of how these plays will not move, and that it could be frustrating to some people, because if you change from a custom to a stock book at any point, as soon as you go to a stock book, even if you come back to that custom book, what could potentially happen is that all of these favorites aligned in the order that you want it will get moved around, and they won't stay in the order. They'll still be there. You still have 33 plays, but as soon as you flip from custom to stock and back and forth, it will change your order. So then you would have to pregame, go back in there and reorganize everything, and that could be a little bit of a pain, especially if you're about to play a game and you don't realize that's what happened. So I would suggest, if you are a stock guy, find your one stock playbook and just do this, and don't even touch it. Like, don't change, don't try different stock books. I don't know how it works from stock to stock. If you go from different stocks, if it's going to get out of whack, I assume it's a yes. If you're a custom guy, don't play with stock books. Go get yourself another profile or something. Go play with your stock books on a different profile. Don't use it on the one that you want to use and play most of your games on, okay? So that is the Gold Nugget tip for offense. Hopefully this helps some people be able to organize their plays, to be able to pick plays faster, and to just have more fun and not have to fumble through formations and all this stuff. And then it's a lot, especially when you're in a custom book world. It's a lot. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'll be back soon with more videos. All right, talk to you later, man. Peace.